Today I've got my Lego City update for June 2023, and we've got at least one pretty big update in addition to the city for the train layout, one that I've wanted to do all year, finally done. It's not 100% perfect, but it's done to the point to where I'm at least happy with it for what I could get done. So, pretty happy with that. And then I did also move a few of my modulars around just to play around with some placements. As you can see, we've got the corner garage moved, and this half base plate spot here is actually a work in progress warehouse mock that I've been wanting to do in the city for quite a while, probably about 9 months. I've actually had this kind of planned out even before the moving truck promo was started earlier this year. But then once that came out and I was able to get one, that pretty much secured that I was going to do that. But the whole point of doing this half baseplate mock in the first place was actually so that I could put my corner garage in more than just the spot where my boutique hotel is, or the corner right there where the ambulance is, that baseplate there, or the first corner base plate there for the grocery store. It's just, for me, the corner garage placement is just so limited for my liking that I need at least a half base plate building with another garage door right up next to it for it to be something good. That's why I'm kind of wishing if I had the Fire Brigade modular from 2009, I'd be putting that right next to the corner garage on this side, and it would be just about perfect. I'd be doing Fire Brigade here and then the diner on the other side, and everything would be just about perfect for this side of the city. Which, speaking of my mock fire station, that was one of my custom projects that I did throughout the past month, prepping for the upscaled minifigure, which I've got to give a couple of shout outs to Alex Noons as well as Jason's Bricks and 5 for their video on their little collaboration series that they do when Jason picked up his copy of the upscaled minifig and did a little video of it on their collaboration series and showed it off. I just wanted to figure out the foot placement of the minifig or upscaled figure, and Alex was able to hit me up with the foot placement for the size of the feet when they're together, which is actually 6 studs by 12 studs. So that allowed me to actually prep the back half of my fire station and turn that into a full 1.5 corner build, which has been something on my wanted list for a couple of years, just to make it more easily integratable into the city. But I was able to finally work that in. So this 6x12 tiled off area is specifically saved for once I get the upscaled figure, which is probably going to be a double VIP before Black Friday order, because it's a Lego exclusive set. So that is when I'm probably going to be ordering that. I did actually do a double VIP order which that is mostly for me, it's just parts, but then we did actually do one other set, which that you won't be seeing until my Christmas haul this year, but it was a pretty important set that I didn't want to miss out on. And surprisingly, it wasn't a set from 2021 or 2022. It was actually a 2023 set, even though I've got a giant backlog. So, got the fire station. That is just about 100% complete now. Just need to fix up the tile work a little bit and then fence off around where the upscaled figure is going to go. I want to surround that with the picket fences instead of the fences that I've used around the dog park and other things. So just to change it up a little bit. But the placement of the diner, the bookshop, pet shop, and the townhouse, it has all stayed the same. Well, actually, the diner has stayed the same, but everything else has shifted. And then all the other modulars placements have all changed because I was able to fully 100% figure out how many modulars I could get on that back row. So that's one of the really great things that I was able to get figured out with just a lot of shifting, which I just felt like the modulars needed to change anyway, so that's what I was able to get done with the crammed schedule. And another thing that I was able to do partially with the double points going, I've got half or so of the parts needed for a train project that's about 3 years in the making, and that is finishing off my 60197 passenger train. The rest of the train is currently upstairs, but I'm going to be hopefully making that dummy passenger car, which is going to be similar to the end car from set 7938 from 2010, just in the colors of the 2018 passenger train. And that's been on my wanted list of the project I've wanted to do for years, because I didn't like doubling the train ever, but adding one more car and doing that just felt perfect to me. So I'll finally hopefully be able to do that project. But other than that, I didn't really get any other major projects done for the city. Amusement park and that entire table has just been a major catch-all. But then one of the last late projects towards the end of the month that I was able to do was I actually got a bit of a turnaround area done, finally put in on the cargo line, which will allow me to have, technically I could have both, well, I think depending on how the trains are running, I think I can have both trains running at the same time, possibly. So we'll see how this all goes. I might, to make this actually work, I might have to do the whole switch off thing on this end, and then I would actually be able to do 2 loops, which wouldn't actually be a bad idea, because then I'd be able to run both of my trains at the same time, and then I would be able to use that middle section there for probably parking my holiday train, so then that can actually be down in the city even though it wouldn't be running. So that's a possibility for the future. So we'll see if I ever do that or not. But I'm really happy with how that train project turned out. It's a little tight on the middle line of track there, that short middle section that isn't really part of the, well, it's the new part of the main cargo line. It's a little tight there, but I do have a few flex track pieces left over, but I do kind of want to integrate those into the main line because that area there is kind of still very tight, and anytime I'm separating tracks from the main front line here, they basically will snap off in sections. So yeah, I don't really want to risk that. So we'll see if I do any more changes to the track layout in the future. But other than that, I've pretty much got nothing else for this month's city update. So you guys can tell me your thoughts on this month's city update in the comment section below, and just like and subscribe for more because I will do more in the future.